Imagine this. You are walking down the street and you make eye contact with this big, ripped pit bull. It makes eye contact with you. It starts darting after you. You start running away faster. You look back, it's gaining up on you. There's no way for you to go. You start running faster. Then all of a sudden, it knocks you down. You start trying to push it off, trying to get away. Then all of a sudden, you feel slobber all over your face. It was just in need of some of your loving. Today, we'll see that pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs. Some dogs have more aggressive tendencies than others, but pit bulls make great pets. Everyone thinks that a pit bull is a specific breed of dog, but they're not. So what are they? Pit bull is used to describe a great amount of different breeds. This dog was not brought into the United States until the 19th century, and starting the first half of the 20th century, the American Pit Bull Terrier was the closest to the United States national dog. We'll see 3 reasons why pit bulls are proved to be one of the most loving dogs. Let's look at the first reason pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs. The first reason pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs is because they are great family dogs. Pit bulls are great because of the care they show to the other humans. Imagine laying in your bed all alone and all you need is a companion. Pit bulls are one of the greatest dogs for this scenario. Villalobos Rescue Center website states they are wonderful cuddlers and nothing beats a great belly rub. In fact, most pit bulls are great lap dogs. Although the bigger pit bulls might squish you with all their cuddles, they will make it up to you with a bunch of kisses. When my grandpa used to take a red-nosed pit bull for a walk, people would try to pet him, and my grandpa would tell him, "Be careful. She can't hold her liquor very well." The second reason pit bulls are great family dogs can be shown by looking at history. Modern Dog magazine states that many Victorian illustrations of family life portray a sweet pit bull type dog overseeing their children. In the UK, this breed was also known as a nanny dog. So if many people trusted their pit bulls to watch over their children shortly after they were used for bullfighting, is this breed really what everyone has portrayed of them? So we've seen the first reason pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs is because they are great family dogs. Let's look at the second reason pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs. Pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs because they are a very powerful type of breed of dog. Although I use the word powerful, that does not necessarily mean violent or aggressive. According to Webster's dictionary, the word powerful means having great power or strength. Determination is one of the few traits that show pit bulls that make the pit bulls a powerful breed. Dog. According to the rescue train, whether it's escaping from an inadequate fenced yard or destroying your new couch when left home alone or climbing into your lap to shower you with kisses, they just don't give up easily. A big reason people associate pit bulls with being aggressive or being powerful is their structure. Purebredpups.org states that these dogs have a brick-like head and a neck that is muscular and well-defined. It is stocky and muscular with eyes that are round. To the looks, these dogs look extremely terrifying, but their temperament is just the opposite. This article also states that pit bulls do have a natural tendency to have an aggressive towards other dogs, but not towards people. So we've seen 2 reasons that pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs. First, we've seen that pit bulls are great family dogs. Second, we've seen that pit bulls are a very powerful breed. Let's look at the third reason pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs. Pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs because they are very loyal. This type of dog is a devoted companion. We have all been walking around in public and seen a service dog helping a disabled person from time to time. But what is extremely rare is seeing a pit bull service dog. Matthew Smith has been in a wheelchair for 20 years, and his companion drastically changed his life. He states, using a wheelchair takes a big hit on your self-image. Then he goes to explain that the dog makes him feel like people are not looking at him but at the dog. Being a service dog means they are in need to be extremely loyal to their people. And guess what kind of dog Matthew had as his service dog? A pit bull. StubbyDog.org states that 22 pit bulls certified that there were 22 pit bulls certified as a service dog by Delta Society. This is just one group that has the authority to certify a service dog. A service dog may stay beside their companion at all times and help out when in need. A loyal, friendly, well-adopted dog are just a few things needed to be a service dog, and pit bulls have all of those qualities. So we've seen two reasons pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs. First, we've seen that pit bulls are great family dogs. Second, we've seen that pit bulls are a very powerful breed. Third, we've seen that pit bulls are very loyal dogs. Pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs. Some of us may say pit bulls are the most aggressive breed of dogs. I understand that the news highlights all the violence that are associated with the pit bull breed. DogBiteLaw.com shows that 350,000 dog bite victims are seen in an emergency room and states that pit bulls, Rottweilers, and their mixes are responsible for 74% of attacks. But let's put this into perspective using population. Statistica.com states that in 2012, there were 78 million dogs living in households. RealPitbull.com states how there are no accurate census of population of dogs, any type of dog, but estimated pit bulls comprise 30 to 40% of the dog population. Like I stated above, pit bull is a generic term for dogs, not a breed. Pit bulls are classified as a dog that has similar characteristics to a pit bull. And many people have different opinions of what a pit bull is because of how pit bulls have changed over time. According to DogBite.com, in 2014, pit bulls are accounted for 64% of the fatal attacks, while Rottweilers are accounted for 10%, and Bull Mastiffs are accounted for 5%. A Rottweiler and a Bull Mastiff are both a specific breed, while pit bulls are again just a category of different breeds of dogs. Making this data, so this data for all the bites and attacks that pit bulls have had is unusable. What would the world look like if pit bulls had a better reputation? If pit bulls were perceived as the loving dogs they were, the news would not cover as many attacks as they do. Bad news will always travel faster than good news. So if society viewed pit bulls as the loving dogs they are, the many myths about them would soon be just that, myths. What does it look like to know how pit bulls are one of the most loving dogs? Imagine it's 10 years down the line and you and your wife or husband just had a little kid and they've been asking for a dog. You go to the kill shelter and you're walking down the aisle and your little kid stops at every dog to say hi and see their personality. Then all of a sudden, the kid stops at a pit bull. You say, "Come on, honey, you don't want that dog." The kid insists on going in there and does. The dog kisses the kid's face and tries to sit on their lap. The kid comes running out, "Mommy, Mommy, that's the dog I want." You tell the kid, "No, that is the top dangerous dogs." But then your spouse states, "Honey, remember pit bulls are amazing, loving dogs?" You go ahead and get that dog anyway. It was your best decision growing up. All animals, including humans, have aggressive tendencies within them. Society does not categorize all humans as psychopaths, criminals, or serial killers. So why do we categorize all pit bulls as aggressive? Former president of the French Republic states, "The better I get to know men, the more I find myself loving dogs."